What up, folks? This is the 10.23 patch rundown. Let's get into it. We've got some system changes. They're changing the way some of the units move at the start of battle and just general champ movement logic. Overall, this should be nice. Right now, sometimes some funky stuff happens when your champions move, and it's like, why'd that happen? Hopefully, this fixes it. There's some balance traits changes. Cultist. They're increasing the starting mana for Galio, so his ability goes out a little earlier. They are nerfing the HP for 6 Cultist Galio, and they are nerfing the HP. They're nerfing the HP for 6 Cultist Galio, and I'm assuming this is 9. They are nerfing this HP as well. They are nerfing this AD by. That's actually a lot. They're nerfing the AD by a lot, but they are giving it CC immunity. So overall, this should be a nice change. This is a nerf to 6 cultists. Honestly, to 9, it's probably about even. It's probably a nerf, but it's not too bad. It still should be pretty decent. There's some more trait balancing. They are nerfing 2 Dazzler to reduce AD by a little less. I think this is a good change. It's kind of strong right now. They're buffing the Divine back to where it was last patch, 50%, and they are increasing the duration on Divine 8, and they're reducing on Divine 2. So overall, this should be good. Divine's in a weird spot. Hopefully this helps it. They're nerfing Hunter pretty much across the board. It's going to be less damage. And for Fortune, they're adding 10, 11, and 12 streak. Honestly, this is actually the biggest bait. Like, good luck. If he chases, good luck. Get that 12 cash out, yeah, right. Keeper. I like the Keeper change a lot. Right now, the biggest issue Keeper has is the shield wears off, so hopefully this will make it a little more viable to play late game. You'll be more, incentivized to actually, go for the 6. We'll see how it plays out. 14 seconds, that's a long time, so we'll see how this plays out. Balance, they're changing Aphelios to where the turrets, they won't proc like Rageblade or Shiv, but they still trigger on hits like Shojin. I mean, I don't really know how this is going to play out. You probably still want to Rageblade on him. We'll see how this plays out. Hopefully he's like not super bad, and you can actually play the unit now. For Zed, they're increasing his AD steal at 2-star, and they're buffing up his damage a little bit. This 2-star change is pretty decent, so we'll see how he plays out. He's probably gonna be a better item holder now for sure. Overall, this should actually help the Zed comp because you get your Troth isn't as bad from 2 to 3-star, so you should be able to stabilize a little earlier. 3 cost changes. They are buffing a bunch of 3 costs. It's good because 3 costs are in a weird spot right now. They're buffing Akali's attack speed by a lot. They're buffing Kalista 3 to where she should be a little better. They are buffing Cat 1, so until you get Katsu, you'll be a little stronger if you're playing like a Warlord comp. It should be alright. This is actually a lot of damage. 750. Like, that's basically the same as 2-star. Like, if it goes off, you're kind of chilling. And for Kennen, they're buffing his armor and MR, which is great because Kennen right now, he's supposed to be like a frontliner, AoE CC, but he's too squishy to actually like get his ulti off. So hopefully this addresses that. And they're nerfing Kennen 3 by a little bit. Okay, that's fine. They're changing Xin. They're reworking Xin to now his sweep gives him armor and MR for the rest of the combat, and the mana cost is going to be a lot higher. Hopefully this makes him a better unit. It should, because right now he just kind of dies after his ulti wears off. But with this change, hopefully he survives the rest of the fight, and he is that frontliner in the Warlord comp you were looking for. So this should be interesting to see how it plays out. 4 costs. Ari is basically getting gutted. Like, if she gets CC'd during her ulti and it hits a radius of 1, it's going to hit like a radius of 1. And honestly, that's so bad. It's actually so bad. Or, like, I mean, we'll see. I could be wrong, but I feel like this champion is just, ugh. Ashe. Ashe is going to be a little squishier. That's fine. Talon, instead of hitting the highest damage, he's going to hit the lowest armor. A lot of people think this is a nerf, but I honestly think it's a buff because you're just going to be able to kill everything. You're going to be able to kill all those squishy targets and get easier resets. Don't even, like, you can play around it with like putting a GA on your Ashe and she doesn't get hit, but Like he's still like the thing is he's not gonna get stuck on like a bramble ribbon or something, you know? Like that's honestly Talon's biggest issue. If he gets stuck on like if you're playing against like an Ari comp, right? And he gets stuck like Ari hasn't cast yet, so she hasn't done any damage. And you get stuck on like some fucking Sejuani with a Sunfire because it did the most damage or something. So this should help it. Honestly, I don't even think this is bad. They're increasing the leap time after getting a kill, which might slow him down a little bit, but overall it should be alright. They're nerfing Sedge, thank goodness. They're giving her 150 mana instead of 130, so that's pretty good. Still should be a nice unit. And then they're nerfing our boy Warwick. They're nerfing his fear duration by a lot. They're nerfing the attack speed by a decent chunk. And fixed a bug where his spell could fail if he performed a hunter attack during it. Okay, this is probably a big buff. It gives him more reliability. Honestly, I think Warwick's going to be in a great spot. Between the divine buffs and the nerfs to 4 cost across the board, I think Warwick's actually going to be really nice. Like some people are like, "Whoa, why are you nerfing Warwick? He's good," but or he's not good. But like if everything else gets nerfed, he probably needs to get nerfed too, you know. So this should be all right. He should honestly be a decent unit here. Moving on, 5 costs balance. 3-star Lee Sin is now a god. I don't know what that means. Maybe he just like boots your little legend off the map. We'll see. Lilia, it goes from 5 autos to 4 autos. This is a pretty big buff. Getting her ability 1 auto faster is very nice. Kayn, spell targeting has been adjusted to be more consistent in finding a valid target to spin towards. So hopefully if this is the back to the AI change he had before, maybe a little improvement, he should be really good. Like if he actually like changed his spin like he's supposed to, he's gonna be really nice. Bug fixes. Fixed a bug where spell crits would not work if they were connected to an attack. That was already critting. Vayne spells couldn't crit if that auto also crit. Okay, all you guys playing Vayne 3 reroll carry, Saint Vicious and like whoever else, this is for you. You know, this honestly, Vayne's not bad. And this makes something like a Jeweled Gauntlet probably a little better. So that looks like we're done with the patch rundown. I'll see you guys next time.